Every time after the session of chanting, we follow by sitting in meditations. And I'm quite sure the 40 minutes of chanting, mind focusing on your books, mindfully, intentionally, and you read according what is written in the books. It's okay if you aren't familiar with the chant. Everything is difficult from the start, right? We must have the intention of I'm willing to learn. I want to learn. This is the correct attitude in any aspect of training, be it knowledge or skill, right? The attitude is very, very important in our aspect in our life. Now, I would like to do a guided meditations due to some people who can't concentrate. So, if any yogis just carry on with your method of meditations, right? This method is solely for beginners. So we begin with the awareness of the whole body sitting here as a whole. Right? Just be aware and pay attention to this body as a whole, encompassing your feeling. You feel that your body is sitting here. This is very important. When we're talking about mindfulness of the body, this is how we direct our mindfulness to the body. Right? And because of a troubling mind, when we say troubling mind, that means you are mentally very stressful. You are mentally very, very energy dissipated. The reason is your mind have been thinking all this while. And those things that you involve in your thinking is boundaryless. No boundary at all. Boundaryless. And that is the cause of your this mental thought directing externally all this while. That's why we feel this energy sucking out. We feel so mentally tired, even though we sleep. We feel physically and mentally very down, even though we take a lot of nourishment, a lot of good food, right? And you don't feel good. Why? Because of your mind. Because of these troubling thoughts, all this worry, all this, in short, we can conclude that you don't know how to manage your own mind. That's why we want you to develop a skill. A skill in how to manage your mind using your own personal body as an anchor point. And this is very, very beneficial for beginners. Because beginners, they don't know what is called mindfulness. They don't know what is called awareness. So when you say, focus on your body, everybody can do it. Even small boy who can understand the instruction will know how to focus. Focus the presence of the body, the awareness of your body in this present moment. And because we want to prolong this awareness of our body, we feel that it's quite dull if we just focus on the whole body. And after a while, we can't prolong the focus. So because of this problem that we're going to face, definitely we will do by sections. That means we refine, we divide our whole body section by section. Okay? The reason we are doing it section by section is to delegate a chore for your mind to focus on. And the focusing object is your own personal body, right? You focus on the presence of the head. How does the head feel now? You feel the presence of your head. How does it feel now? Don't mix with mindfulness or breathing. Don't mix. I'm talking about awareness of the body, right? Mindfulness of your body. How does your head feel now? Feel the vibrations of the brain now. Can you feel it? Focus, zoom in. Feel the vibration inside your brain. If you're refined, you will perceive that actually our brain is like a motor. Deep inside there, this life force, this life energy, what we call breath, what we call consciousness, is the main components. That's why we are able to live on as a human being. And it has been proven by science. It has been proven by science. Why? By focusing on your brain. First thing, you are able to anchor your mind to an object, which is your body. And that will enhance what we call mindfulness to increase. Now we move from the brains outwardly to your eyes now. How do you feel? Your eyes. Feel the vibrations of your eyeball. Feel it. Just focus on the vibration of your eyeball. And if there's tension or pulling, it's normal. Why? Because you're channeling your mental energy to the eyeball. And if there's any stagnant, what we call stagnant chi, stagnant energy, it will be cleared. One step, moment like that. Yeah? So it's very, very beneficial for this mind and body. Next, move your attentions to your ear. Straight away, You can feel the vibrations of your ear. If you have hearing problems or you have been using a lot of handphone, you might find aching now. Let me tell you, you might find it, wow, very painful, very tense. There's this burning sensation on the ear. So you know what to do lah. Don't listen so much to handphone. And shift to your nose, awareing of the presence of the nose. You see, when you aware of the nose straight away, you can perceive the in and out breath very, very relaxed and calm. Go to your upper lip and lower lips. Feel it. Feel the presence of your lips. And the front part of your face. Aware the whole head, the whole skull, the back of your skull. So we have covered your head aspect. Now we move down to your neck, awareing the neck, the presence of your neck. How does the neck feel now? Feel it. Certain people, their mindfulness is stronger. When they focus on the neck, straight away they can even feel until their tailbones. It's okay, it's all right. I must reinstate that this focusing is to direct those troubling mind, those mind who keep thinking about external thing, to think of the body, so as to revert the energy that has been channeling externally out of you back to the body, to enhance the power, this energy back to your body. You can feel it. Why we waste this electricity to shine outside thing where we got no use at all? Waste the electricity. You better shine inside. Let this power charge your body. You can feel the positive power. We use the word positive, this energy that you're channeling back to the body. And you are not wrong, let me tell you. It's in line with the mindfulness of the body. It's just that this is more of a hands-on, down-to-earth training, right? It's in the body. And slowly from neck, you focus downward to your spine, all the way down. Your spine, how does the spine feel? We are just like a researcher. To do research, our own research on our own body. Scan the whole body. And next, we go to our pelvic bone. This pelvic bone is very, very important. It acts as an anchor point, a pivot point for your spinal cord to sit on it. And the spinal cord or the joint to support your skull. And all these pelvic bones is so well carved. You have all this socket for our right and left leg. So next you focus on your right leg. Your right thigh, how does it feel? Your right ankle, your right shin, lower leg, your right, sorry, just as the kneecap, no ankle. Below is the ankle, sorry. And then your feet, all your metacarpal bones, every toes, and the base of your feet. That will be on your right leg. And we switch your attention to your left leg. Feel the presence of your left thigh. During all this scanning, should there be any tension or tingling sensation, itchy or anything, we just notice that, okay, there's something, this thing happened. It's okay, right? Because this is our body. It got to manifest this way. Be it pain, twinging sensations, pulling sensations, hardness, heatiness, coldness. We just bear with it. But don't stop your scanning, right? Don't stop this awareing of shifting the awareness of your leg or the body, different parts. Now we go to your left kneecap. Joining this kneecap in between. Just now we chanted, oil in the joint, the oil in the joint. And for certain people, they have certain problem in that particular part of your body. Take, for example, you have kneecap pain, knee problem. You may focus longer, and spreading thoughts of goodwill to this part of the body that's giving you problems. Say something good. Create your own phrase to suit your own temperament. I'm not going to create for you. You create for yourself. Deep inside your heart, you know what kind of phrases you like to wish something good for your own body. Just wish it. It's very, very beneficial. It's a kind of good thoughts will create good energy. It has been proven, right? And downward to your left lower leg, your shin. Your left ankle, left feet, every toes, and the base of your feet. We'll cover the head, the neck, the spinal cord, your pelvic, right and left leg. Now we move on to your right shoulder. Connecting this right shoulder is your shoulder blade with your upper arm, connecting to your elbow, your wrist, your palm, and every fingers. Then we shift to your left shoulder. Be aware of your left shoulder. Your left shoulder blade. Your left upper arm. Your left elbow. Your left wrist. Your left palm. And your 5 fingers. When we are doing this kind of mindfulness of the body, scanning, being aware, you can find that you don't feel so tense. You let this breathing manifest itself. You let this body of yours breathe naturally by itself. But the working component is your directing of your thoughts. You can see the effect that if you are able to direct it onto your own body, you are actually reverting all this energy backward to you, all these attentions that you are awareing of your mental thoughts, all this while. They have been dragging you externally with no border, no boundary. That's why you feel so tired, so mentally drained. And it's very powerful, this kind of meditation. Why? It's recorded. It's called mindfulness of the body. Because of the mindfulness of the body, when your mindfulness is enhanced, is fortified, is charged, the mind will come to a complete stop. In other words, we're using this redirecting of attention to the body. That means we switch. Instead of attending to your crazy, unmended mind state, we engineered. We do self-catered. Mindset back to the body, so as to keep the mind disciplined. I use the word to keep your mind disciplined. And when your mind is back to this body, and when all this troubling thought subsided, what you experience? Peace of mind. Peace of mind. this present awareness with no thoughts, no past, no future thought, just this present of mind, this awareness. You're awareing of, you're sitting here, and there's feeling, there's this body of mind, and this awareing, this mind state that is aware with mindfulness. You're very mindful, very powerful. And normally, when people reach this state, you know what will trouble them? Pain, bodily discomfort will come and take over because it's very strong. It's whole body, your own body, right? And when this discomfort arises in you, how should we adopt, what kind of attitudes to receive the pain? This is very important. Most of the time, most yogi, they will just, pain, don't want really. See? You got to endure. I use the word patience. But if you are able to develop from mindfulness of the body until the mind comes to a complete stop and enter samadhi, that means the mind will go into a state of like you drop down into a hole, or the mind get very focused and like sinking into, like you're sinking, just like a big rock, like our tooth, dragon tooth like that, mounted into the ground. The mind is something like that, it's mounted in this body of ours, mounted in very strong. And you just apply the teaching of the Buddha, what we call patience and forbearance. Endure. It's your own body. This pain don't come from outside. And you got to pacify, find reason to reason with yourself that you should stay on. If you want to get good result, if you want to overcome this kind of hindrances, what we call discomfort of body, you got to hang on. Whose body? Your own body. Where are you going to run? Change leg? Forever change leg. A lot of people, they don't want to face discomfort. They don't want to face hardship. That's why we are so weak, mentally weak. We are so easily shaken by external failure. We have been so engrossed with external things. Our mind, we are born because of greed, hatred, and delusions. That's why we are born. And we are very fortunate that we are able to encounter, to meet up with the Buddha's teaching. To being able to do mental cultivations. And it's a very hands-on thing that you got to do it. We're not going to let someone else to do it for us or read books to fortify our knowledge and to be happy that, no, I don't need to sit there. But what happened in your sick bed? Have you ever think, if one day you're sick, or bang, something happened to you, you've broken your leg and no one is there to attend to you, the pain, the kind of discomfort in an accident or whatever thing, you may say that, Ajahn Keng, you're too neurotic. Mentioned that's so scary. No! We got to paint out this picture so as to trigger trigger what? Trigger our persistent effort to practice. Why we do chanting, why we do reflections, is to remind ourselves, this body of mine, you read it, and birth, aging, illness, and death. When we are born, we already signed a contract, sure die. And this pain, what is there to be scared of? You scared because you have doubt. You meditate to kill doubt. We are here to solve our doubt. That's why we are here. We're not here to run away from problems. We are here to learn to face problems, to handle problems. And these problems start from us, inside us, here, deep inside your own mind, your own heart. If you run, forever you'll be running. Forever you'll be changing. Nevertheless, you'll find all kinds of excuses. I'm not this type. This is not my temperament, blah, 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 as though you don't die. You see? It sounds quite scary, but you want to know the truth, right? This is the truth. Sit under your backside Goya. Pain until you don't know what is called pain. You forget the pain. Walk until you forget what is called pain. Okay. Then you can understand. It's all in the mind. Mind over matter. But when we say mind over matter, doesn't mean that you're already an arahant. You're going to put to test. How this test going to be is your daily life. Exposure to your eyes, your ears, your nose, your mouth, your bodily sensations, and how you interact. This is very, very important. We got to find way to maintain our mindfulness in this present moment. Then you might say, maybe I can't stand so long. You can break up, never mind. Today, 5 minutes. After 1 week, another 5 minutes. After 1 week, another 5 minutes. You see? And when a person is able to push him or herself forward in this way, you don't worry about not being able to see the truth. You will definitely will see the truth. You will understand the cause of the suffering is not the body, our own mind. It's our own mind that causes all these things. Because when you hit to the tip of any kind of feeling, the next thing is what? Feeling arises, feeling sustained, feeling dissipated, feeling vanishing, feeling no more. And this new wave of feeling will come again and again. And you watch it, you are aware of it again and again until the mind is very, very sure. Until the mind is very, very confident. There'll be something going to happen inside you and pop. What we call the separations of the khandhas. It's deep inside here. When you separate, you don't have doubt. You won't have doubt. Let me tell you, people can talk about dying, die, what to do. They can be very happy. Anywhere you go, no problem. No problem. Got food, no problem. What to do? Die, what to do? Got food? Take your food. No food? Starve, what to do? Cry or what? Who asked you to be here? See? So this is how we train. how we train. I'm speaking more out of experience rather than using the book knowledge. You may find that mine is all hands-on. I'm not talking about, I don't deny we need knowledge from the books. But after 20 years of observation in our Buddhist circle, is talk and talk and talk, course and course and course, course after course, research after research, certificate after certificate, but they still can't solve their problem. There's still so much doubts. Going up to Labrador Park, the kind of fear. Going to the Bukit Brown Cemetery. How we encounter, how we going to handle this mind state that fear arises, discomfort arises, doubt arises within us. How we going to counter them? And it takes what? This kind of thing, it takes exposure. You got to expose yourself. You're not going to every day train in a swimming pool and tell people how good you are good at a butterfly stroke, freestyle, frog style, that style. I told you in this Pulau Brani seaside here, very deep. See how your style can perform. You can stand water, don't drown. Okay, good. See, when we talk about practicing Dhamma, practicing meditation, mental cultivation, at the end of the day, you are still a living being on earth. You still got to go back to your family members. You still got to interact. Now, have you changed in your mental attitude towards them? If yes, congratulations. You have scored high point. If no, more and more angry, more and more arrogant because I'm a meditator. Hey, crazy or what? You don't get meditate to be arrogant, The more you meditate, the more humble you become. The more you know, the more down to earth you'll be. You won't put up a show that I can't wash toilet, I can't sweep the floor, I can't take plane rides. You see, it's more on the heart that prevails externally. It's the nature of your heart. They say the truth. And how you behave externally. We're not going to care how people look at us. Because this is your nature. But if you tell, do we have greed, hatred, delusion? Do we do it with greed? Do we do it with hatred? Or do we do it with delusion? Name, fame? No. It's just a sharing. It's just a more experienced guy leading less experienced people. That's all. Full stop. No big deal. So to conclude is that we human beings is born into this world because there's so much greed, hatred, delusion in us. And because we're living in a supposition world, in this world knowledge, worldly knowledge doesn't teach us to let go. It teaches us to sammo. It teaches you to attach more. It doesn't teach you to detach. After attaching so much, what causes us to attach? Your mind. Like what has been explained. You have been channeling all your life, all your mental energy, your bodily energy, your time, investing on external things that doesn't make you happy at all. And it's true. It's very true. We have all these things. Ever happy or not? No. Some more money, bigger house, bigger car, more share. But any happiness? No, zero. Very sad. Why? Something is wrong somewhere, right? Something is wrong. There's a lot of people, they like to criticize. You always talk about dukkha. No. We talk about how to gain happiness by being able to do our own mental management. We still get involved with this worldly thing. We still work. And we work triple hard because we want good life. And we know our mind is off balance. The bearing, the alignment is off. That's why we also marble. Because of this not align, we come here to align back. We come here to listen, to talk. We come here to find, to develop a skill on how to direct this crazy mind that is linking on to this external thing which don't bring you any happiness, to bring back to this body of yours, this mind of yours. You're just like a walking corpse. A dead body is walking, mindless. No mind, no mindfulness. We are bringing back, instilling mindfulness in this body of ours through the method that has been explained to you all just now, so that you can feel that when this energy, this so-called mind energy that is zooming external of you has been reverted back to this body until it comes to a complete stop. It has the kind of soft landing. It depends on different individual mind state. Some people will land very fast. Some slowly, a lot of thoughts. Then slowly thoughts start to minus bit by bit, and come to complete of thoughtless. No thoughts, but awareness is there. The mental awareness is there. You're aware that, hey, wow, at last I can experience this kind of mind state, thoughtless. No thoughts, but pure awareness, very pure, very light. Wow, so nice. You see, inside, very happy. Very happy. Then if I tell you not to meditate, you say, how can not meditate? Every day must meditate. Every day must maintain mindfulness. Every day, every second, the minute I wake up only, mindfulness straight away we apply in our daily life. Then you can say that you are a fully developed human, moral human beings on earth, in this society. If not, Keksim, I tell you. Why? Your mind. It's your mind. So, I wish that for the next few days, do more walking, mindfulness of the body, awareness of body. Don't let the mind rock. Don't let the external thing come and rock the mind. Don't let the senses rock off the awareness of the presence of the body. The minute you detect that, I'm at London ready, better put it back. Or I'm back home with my daughter, put it back straight away. Put it back to the body. But when I say put it back, doesn't mean that the mind must stop thinking. No. When I say put it back, that means you're aware that, okay, I'm aware, I can be aware of the presence of my feeling of my body, but there's still this kind of thought that is surfacing, that is manifesting itself naturally without you doing it. That's okay, because that's a residue of your worries. That's a residue of your thinking. It's a residue, what we call sanya alom. Sanya is all this memory, all these perceptions, all these things that we see, we hear, we smell, we touch, we taste, we talk, we think. All these things, what we call mind and bodily experience, it becomes a memory inside you. And it is very natural that it manifests itself when you are doing mindfulness, awareing of this body, right? When you're going to calm down, it's okay. So long your mindfulness is immersed in this present moment in your body, you're doing fine, right? You're doing fine. You're okay. Don't be in a hurry. Within this course, I must experience like Ajahn Keng said like that. No. You will come to a doom. After the course, you will become like a fireball like that. It takes time, eh? It takes time. But the Buddha did say, if anyone, any living beings, they uphold the precepts, 5 precepts, 8 precepts, and develop, nurtured, cultivate these 4 foundations of mindfulness: body, feeling, mind, citta, and your mind object, thoughts. 7 days, the fastest 7 days, you see the truth. 7 months or 7 years. The Buddha give the assurance. Give the assurance, yeah. That's why when I read this passage, as a lay, 1984, 83, 84, I tell myself, do also die, don't do also die. Do and die better. See, with this kind of inspiration, we swear, I swear, at that kind of Harakiri, do and die. I black out joystick, I swear, must press on. And it gave me good result. 6 months. After 6 months, not 7 days, not 6 days, 6 months. Without fear, every day, 3 hours sitting. Because we are working class, right? But every day, the mind is finish job, must meditate, must meditate. And you see, because of this vigor, because of this intention, because of this, we want something, we go for it, and we go for real. Fighting this, what we call discomfort of the body. We are human beings. No one will be excused from this type of things. Right? No one is excused because who wants you to be born as a human being? We have feeling. And when your foot, when your knees is bent in this kind of manner, it's very natural that you will develop discomfort. And it's our duty to go through it. How many times? I don't know. Individual, but bite your teeth, go through it. And it gives you good result. It gives you the confidence that that's why we are here. That's why I'm still sitting here. People say I'm going to die 2 years. Never die until now. So I hope for the next few days we are here, we can share the experience, and then why I got to put up this, what we call that, guided mindfulness of the body, is to give those beginners, to give some practitioner who has been practicing all this while, referring to book, or asking some teacher, change the leg, because he never go through pain. Sorry to say that, I'm not scaring, I don't care to offend anyone. The truth is the truth. You cannot do it, that means you can't do it. We are not a hypocrite. The Buddha's teaching is the truth. Must prevail. You must be able to go through it. Just like any kind of trades, you must know what you are doing. Then we have the confidence to express, to tell people. It's not always the book say, I know the book say that, but now I got this problem, and the book cannot explain to me. How now? You made a tough monk. It's tough, but it's worth it. It's worth the investment. Why? At the very least, it come back another 7 times. The most 7 times, worth the investment. How many lifetimes we have been going through? All these things that we say just now. Our mind go out. We try to get all these material things. And does it give us any mental comfort or any happiness? And can we bring anything along? It's just a short while. How many years? Who can tell? We can't tell. We can't tell. I just received news. One of my devotees who like to meditate, they went to meditate at a waterfall. And don't know why. He was drowned. He died. But I'm very glad that he died during meditations, instead of going to a bar or drinking. He has been an eighth preceptor at the temple for 15 years, serving the monk as an eighth preceptor, lay people. And he was drowned. A lot of people say, hey, how come? Do good, must die that way. I say, no such thing as do good, don't die, all right? You die which way? Sure die. It depends on the vipaka karma, how you're going to die. Die in the hospital or die without illness. Also have. Where people die without illness. Old age die. So life is so uncertain. So for tonight's talks, if I have offended or you feel offended, I would like to extend my apology to the individual or to the person, he or her, right? That this talk is not a talk from the books, it's a talk from my own personal individual experience, and it's unplanned, right? My talk is very down to earth. How I practice and how this thing help me. So I was hoping that maybe I should share, and if it is applicable to any individual, I'll be very happy that people can benefit from my down-to-earth Dhamma talk. I don't use very bombastic terms because I feel that it's the intention, is the essence of the teaching that's more important, right? Rather than being able to use a lot of bombastic words to make people happy that this monk is very knowledgeable and the same class of people. No. When we die, ashes to ashes, earth to earth. Anything can bring along? Nothing. What is there to be worried about this body of ours? But the most important thing is how, when we are still alive, we are able to live happily inside this samsara of suffering, this samsara of stress. In this world of stress, this stressful state, we are able to handle and live inside this kind of society happily. Then you'll be a very good study case for people to look at you. How come you're so happy? Why? You see, now we have so much knowledge. A lot of knowledge has surfaced using new terms, but all body, all truth, anicca, dukkha, anatta. Anicca because why? This world of evolutions changing, it keeps changing. Nothing is permanent, it keeps changing. And you grasp to it, who suffered? Anicca, dukkha. You suffered. Who suffered? Your mind suffered because your mind doesn't want you to change. And you can't accept the truth, that's why you suffered. You suffered because why? It's anatta. It's not you, not yourself. So I will touch that in my later talk. More and more interesting will be coming in. Because when the engine is started, turbo is on. Oh, very. Okay, today until here. So my talk will end tonight. Is now. You have any question you would like to share or any experience, inspiring experience you would like to share? If you are too shy to ask a question, I would suggest that you write in the paper and drop into the box. Don't have to put your name. Just drop there. And I will read the question or maybe the organizer will read the question and I try my best to answer to the best of my ability to solve the problem. If I can't, I don't understand, I will tell you, hey, I never come across. And I won't say that this book say this, I won't say that. Because books say, no, I say. This is what we want to solve problem. Huh? So, open to the ground now.
Daily meal, we have to do food reflection.
Okay.
So, what kind of food reflection? With the food reflection of gratitude or the food reflection of this is the nutrition of our body.
Okay. Okay. For food reflections, right? It covers a lot of things. The food don't come from nowhere. Someone got to plant it. Someone got to, cultivate, plant it, and exchange, cook it. And of course, you always say, I pay what? No. I know you pay. Sometimes money cannot eat, And when you have this food, when we take the food, okay, take as much as you can, but don't waste. Why I say this is because this morning, when we go to the morning breakfast, because it's a free breakfast, complimentary breakfast. So normally people have the tendency that they take a lot, and then they never finish, and then they throw away. Can you imagine every individual 1 tablespoon of food? I'm not talking about rice, food, veggie, Dhamma already, 1. In this room, how much food is wasted? But we always bear the kind of mind, the kind of attitude. We pay what? Let me tell you, when you go to a place where you got no food at time, all this food was surfaced in front of you, then you say, I shouldn't have wasted all that food. It happened to me. when I was in the forest. You see, I got no food. So I used to be very sad that I waste a lot of food. In the past, like not now. Some people say, oh, we can feed the ants. Talking to you. Feed the ants. Feed the ants. Just to rationalize their wastage. They say, we can give it to the ants. Yeah, bro, the ant. You know, we have to give to ants. I'm talking about you should have the gratitude that this food is very hard to come by. A lot of people out there, they got no food. We take this food, and after taking this food, we will reflect further what this food for our body. It's not for the sake of taste, not for the sake of beautifying the body, or it's for the sake of what? You can read the books. It's for you to nourish your body so that this body of yours will be strong and healthy, so that you can practice the brahmacharya. Brahmacharya means Brahma world, Deva. You have requested the 8 precepts. The 8 precepts is the Brahma world, enable you to go to Brahma world. Right? With your meditations, it will be even better that if you attain the jhana stage, you will go even higher. That is, if you can attain, right? Doesn't mean that you can't attain, But now we go to a very basic one. Bring your mind back to the body first. Okay? Don't go too far. That's why we can have an expressions, but you must be very, very honest with yourself. You know, a lot of people like to make comments. Yeah, Ajahn Keng, you're talking like hell. I say, no. I'm very down to earth. These people, they can't even direct their mindfulness back to the body. You want to talk about jhana, you must be daydreaming or what. You don't be a hypocrite to say all these good things to make people happy. You ask there's people sitting here, are you happy? No, I'm not happy. You got jhana? No. My mind go wild. Agree or not? All your mind go wild. Whose mind go jhana very fast? Or all wild go very wild? Mostly are going wild. You see? We got to face reality, right? But these people, they like to, wow, now it's jhana fever. I don't run down our Buddha's teaching, but we must be very honest to ourselves that if I can keep my mindfulness that has been explained just now, I think you'll be very happy. And then from there, you do, from here, what has been explained, then you induce long sitting. Long sitting, you want jhana, you must have long sitting. Long sitting. Long sitting, that means you focus it, poof, enter, jhana stage. No pain, no nothing. Like that. Then I believe you. You won't complain, no. You won't complain so hot, so cold, no food, this and that. When you're in jhana, your one breath, you're very happy already. Your breath, is better than the food, let me tell you. Your mind state is so refined. So refined. Until today in Singapore, I don't see people talking about this type of thing. That's why when we want to talk this thing, you've got to look at the audience. What kind of medicine I must give you all to diagnose the case. From the interview, I know, wow, ICU case, this kind of very basic thing must do. When you go more refined, that's why I say, when you throw the question, then not okay. They have improved already. Then we go further. We go more deeper explanation on how to enhance your practice. No point telling you the result, but without telling you how to know how. It's totally useless. You know, I listen to, wow, so many Arahant talking now. Wow, so good. No? I said, no, I'm going to talk about basic thing, basic down to earth. You know, we always like to focus on the mind. You can't even manage to focus on your body. Whole day, whole night, 7 days, 7 nights. Can you do that? You can't. You talk about the rooftop. No. I'm talking about foundations. Hey, your foundation. We are building this house. If your foundation is not strong, why you talk about the rooftop for what? Useless. These poles, don't need foundation first. Don't talk about the material. Your concrete. How deep? Did you do soil test? How tall your building going to be? Your concrete, you want the mana, okay. Very strong one. It must be like a rock. Concrete rock. Your mindfulness must be like a rock. Can you do it? You can't, but you want to go so high. When you go high, you fall very painful. But you go bit by bit. You know how to go up, you know how to go come down. The staircase, you know how to slowly climb up and slowly climb down. This is what we want to do. We don't jump the gun. Why our mind travel with this kind of knowledge is because of nowadays all this Dhamma knowledge is so easily available in the internet. Books, talks. A lot of YouTubes you can see until you blur. Until you go blur, don't know what to do now. Just must bring you back to your body. Then you're like a human being now. You see? And then after what? Go again. Because our eyes, our ears like to hear good things and be carried away. Like a little Arahant like that. Listen. Oh, I also got this stage already. That's why I discourage people and from too much talk. Do it, just do it. Hands on. No one can do for you. The talk is the talk. Your ear hear only. Maybe you say no, this lifetime, Ajahn. Next lifetime, okay, your problem, not my problem. A lot of people, they like to do excuse. They are doing for next lifetime. You're sure next lifetime you come as a human being? Are you sure? You're mixed up with Buddhism, not born in certain places that experience misery all the time. Are you sure? You can't be sure that you can be sure now. You can be very sure now, this present moment, that very safe Singapore. You can meditate anywhere, no one come whack your head from behind. So you better make good use of what you have now. Be more realistic. What you have now, make good. Okay?